Did you know that there are foods that you can eat that will connect you to the light? Greetings. My name is BatiYah, and I'm an avatar of God who channels messages from the source. My sole purpose for being here is to remind you to stay aligned to the light. Welcome. If you fast and all that, you may know that, right? If you read the Bible, you know that Moses and Jesus and others have dwelt with the Most High and have gone on fasts, right? Let's say. So you know it has something to do with food. Food and the Creator are inextricably linked, if you will. They are inextricably linked, meaning that they cannot be pulled apart. That relationship, right? So it's as you crucify your flesh, right, and deny the things that you think are okay because they taste good and all that, but are keeping you captive in your human body, as you deny that, you get closer to the Spirit of the Most High. Did you know that there are foods that you can eat that will get you closer to the light and to the remembrance of who the Creator is within you, as you? That will connect you to all the things that you need to do in your life so that you can be prosperous and that you won't be swept away with these waters that are here. Did you know that there are foods that you can eat that will keep you safe? You must eat the foods that contain the light within them. Okay. All right, y'all. I had to take a pause for a minute. You ain't see all that, but I paused it for a minute and I had to go get a couple of the foods of the light. One of my favorite foods of the light. Yes, you better show it. You better show it. Kale. One of the most powerful foods of the light. Now, you can just deal with what this represents, which is the chlorophyll, which is literally the light, y'all. This is what we're talking about. Well, what does food have to do with God? And well, what does food have to do with the Most High, Creator, everything? Now I'm going to mix a little metaphysical and physical, so try to stay with me now. Try to stay with me. You are a 3D projection of the all that is having a physical experience. You already know that you're not physical. Your science has told you that because it says everything is moving. It's all energy and vibration, right? E equals MC squared. Energy equals mass times the speed of light. Light. So what I'm getting at is, in order to feed your projection, the projection of who you are, right? Who you think you are physical, you must return to the light to feed it so that you will be safe, so that the things that you draw to you will be the higher things, the things of God, the things of Source. This contains the literal light of the sun. And again, if you don't like kale, I mean, you can get to like it. I don't know. Listen, disclaimers, okay? If you have some illnesses in your body or, some anything else that will cause, the digestion of kale or what have you to be difficult for you, right? I'm not necessarily advising you to do this for your own individualized self, meaning that If you have to speak to your doctor or something like that, you do this at your own will. Okay? I'm showing you the foods of the light, and if that's what you choose, then that's what you choose. These are messages from the source. These foods contain, so what I'm saying is, before I get into that, there may be another food that it contains chlorophyll that you might like better. Kale, this particular kind, I'm partial to. I think it's one of the most powerful foods that you can have that will connect you to the all that is. And it will connect you to what is going on around here, and it will get you out of the matrix, the false matrix. That's my sole purpose for being here, is to remind you to stay aligned to the light. And the substances that many of you are eating, that you call food, is your very destruction. It is taking you away from the light. It is causing blindness. Actually, in both your eyes. And I mean your physical eyes and your spiritual eye. It's causing blindness in both. Because when you're away from the light, you're blind. You must eat the foods of the light in order to know what's going on around here. In order to remember who the Creator is. I said remember. In order to remember that you are a cup of that ocean of God. Thank you, Wayne Dyer, for that beautiful phrase. You are a cup out of the infinite ocean of the source. But many of you have forgotten that, and so y'all think y'all are just human beings. Just human beings. I'm only human. No, you're not. But you need to eat the foods of the light to remember who you are. This is not just about health. It ain't just about a diet. Okay? Because I tell anybody, in my physical self, the personality of BatiYah, I don't have to be that healthy, meaning I'm healthy, right? But I'm saying if it came down to eating the mac and cheese, the ooey gooey, and the breads and all that stuff that tastes good, the cakes and the cookies and all that, I will be eating that stuff too. Just like y'all. This ain't just about my health. That's what I'm talking about. Your physical health is your spiritual health. Your physical health is linked to your spiritual understanding and knowing of who you are as God. That's what I'm saying to you. Nobody just trying to peddle you some lettuce and kale just because it's cute to be on a diet. This is about spiritual knowing and getting you out of the matrix of who you think you are as only a human being. I'm saying the food is the key, but it must contain the light of God, the light of the source, the sun. This is pure, edible sun, and you need to be eating it. Like I said, if your body can handle the digestion, because it will start to cleanse. It will start to cleanse. And if you had toxins and drugs or whatever in your body, then, you will feel it. It will be going through your system and all that, right? So there are ways that you need to start to incorporate these light foods in your body. I'm showing you your freedom now. Now y'all think it's just food. I'm telling you it's a program. I'm just putting it out there. I'm telling you it's a program. Now those of y'all who know about this metaphysical information, you know that we are a 3D projection. What is programming your 3D projection, class? You are a 3D projection. Well, then you need to use the 3D projections that have the light of God in them to attach your 3D projection of your body to all the goodness that there is. That's what I'm saying to you. And I'm saying if there are people who tell you that it doesn't matter what you eat, they are leading you down the wrong road. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you that this is the missing piece of what even Abraham Hicks is talking about. Because she's telling you, and they are telling you about what it feels like to be attached to the light, what you will attract to yourself when you attach yourself to the light. And I'm telling you that this piece right here is what you must put in your body to attach yourself to the light automatically. That's what I'm telling you. She's telling you the what, I'm telling you the how. Right? And all the other brothers and sisters, the 144,000 or whatever you want to call them, that should be nodding my head, right? Who are what they call raw foodists, live foodists, you need to follow them because they are attaching you to the light of your salvation. Look at them. Type in raw foodists. I know some of them might, they sometimes we can get extreme, and I'm sort of putting myself into that category because I'm moving back into it. I'm moving back into it slowly but surely. I didn't want to do it, y'all. I didn't want to do it, but I did it in 2012. I was raw vegan for 9 months, and that's when I found out we are all God, and that's when I found out that I am God. And that's when I found out who I was. I was raw vegan for 6 months, the first few months of 2012. And then I took a break because I don't think I was doing it the best way. I could have been eating more, just more food in general, more fruit, etc. Putting down the starchy bananas. And, we can get into specifics. There are ways that I could have done it better. I wasn't in the ideal situation, but I was breaking free. This will break you free. Better subscribe if you want to break out the matrix, because that's what I'm here to do, to help you to do. This is not just about being cute and being on a diet and just eat your vegetables and your fruit. Eat the foods that contain the light. We're talking about eating this food, and we're talking about not cooking it. We're talking about keeping it living. You are the living word. The living light must be in your body in order to light up the knowledge and knowing of who you are. Light up the God within you. This is what this Bible and all this is talking about. This is how you attach to it. Romans 8:13. For if you live according to the flesh, you will die. But if by the Spirit you put to death the misdeeds of the body, you will live. Now you can live according to the flesh. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like the taste of that. Or how about this one? This is the one that really was getting me and gets a lot of us, especially women, the goddesses. When you eat this way, and when you have embraced it and starting to embrace it wholly, as I am on the path to do, to being that, quote, live foodist, raw foodist again, eating all my food, not cooked. It's basically you're eating a bunch of fresh fruit and fresh leafy greens. And you're not cooking it, right? So you're having a bunch of salads, but you're eating your fresh kale, throw it in a smoothie if you want. Eat it just like it is. But you're not cooking it. That's going to give you the fastest transformations in your life. There's a reason why Moses fasted 40 days and 40 nights now. And Jesus. And then received the law integrated within. Come on now. Come on now. But what I was going to say was that What really gets us as, quote, human beings, 3D projections that keep us trapped in the matrix, is we don't want to lose this body. That's dying to the flesh, y'all. So y'all think it's all the sexual things you do or you want to do, right? And all that other stuff. How you treat somebody, your attitude, and whether you're an angry person or an understanding person, or right? Or even the actual tastes of the other foods. Y'all think it's just about that, right? It is when you attach to these foods, all the other stuff will go away. All the other desires, untoward desires and all that will go away, right? But what I wanted to get to was what gets a lot of us is the fact that we don't want to lose the body. Because when you get healthy and all that good stuff, what usually happens? You lose weight. But the message here today is that you need to crucify the flesh, right? We're not talking about harming yourself or anything like that, please, right? So sometimes I'll say die to the body. I'll use that phrase. But that's all I'm saying is crucifying the flesh. Putting down the things that you think just taste good, feel good, appeal to the physical self only, but do nothing for your spirit and for your real eye and for your real knowing. Many individuals, men and women, don't want to lose their weight. We don't want to lose that, right? Even Sir Mix-a-Lot told us, baby got. You could do side bends or sit-ups, but please don't lose that butt. What? Come on now. I know that song. I grew up with that song. I used to hate this. No, I liked it. It was catchy, right? But, it was just like, damn. Because I grew up, I was skinny. What do you call grew up? I had that in another video. I was skinny, to use that word, very thin, because I was still eating wheat, and wheat stops people from absorbing their nutrients. Now, with some people, they will remain very, very, very small in physical stature, and they won't be able to gain weight. They'll be hard gainers. And then for some people, they could still gain weight. Some people might be overweight, or et cetera, whatever, or normal weight, right? But they'll have other health issues. So weed is one of those things. It's not my friend. We do not have a good relationship, right? But it did teach me a lot of things. So I grew up small, in terms of physical stature because of my wheat consumption. The reason why I know that is because when I stopped eating it years later, then I can easily gain weight, right? So even now, if I change the way I eat, which I just eat fruits and vegetables now, only, no nuts, no seeds, none of that. I'm not telling you to eat the way I do. I'm just telling you what I do. I'm still working it all out. The Creator's dealing with me, as they say. The Creator is dealing with me. Okay? Right? So because I eat that way, I lost a lot of weight. Right? Because there was a time in my life, like I said, when I stopped eating the wheat, I was able to retain my nutrients, and then I gained weight easily now. But the light kept calling me, y'all. Right? So throughout the years, I would take out something else out of my diet, or, the way I was eating, and continue to have my smoothies because I know that the fruit is very powerful as well. And I would lose a little bit more weight. A year or so ago, I stopped eating the beans and rice because of the program that it kept creating in my life. Lost more weight. I'm like, oh, it seemed like the closer you get to the healthy foods, the more weight you lose. I'm not going to tell you the weight I'm down to, It's all right. As long as I'm living and I'm feeling well, it is what it is. I had to crucify the flesh. That's what I'm saying. And I'm saying some of y'all are so attached to your body and the way your body looks. I don't know if y'all going to be able to catch this wave unless you be ready to crucify your flesh. Not just of the taste of the food. Some of y'all can get around that. But of what it's going to do to you when you fully embrace it. Oh, how much weight am I going to lose? Oh, no, wait a minute now. My butt getting small now. Wait a minute. My man ain't going to like me then. People going to laugh at me. Call me skinny. Say I'm not good enough. Don't y'all know what happened to the people who mocked the prophet? Was it Elisha? Right? He was bald. Don't y'all know what happened to the people who mocked the prophet? I mean, why y'all worrying about somebody gonna mock you? But these are the things that you need to do now. The Creator's calling you. The Creator's calling you. Like, come on, my servants. Because, you know, this will clean you out too now. This will make you lose some weight too. The citrus, oh, they no joke. But see, sometimes you get to a point where, you know, it's like you lost enough weight, you know. I was at my ideal weight a couple of years ago. Shoot, even some months ago in 2021. To some degree, not my ideal, but I was certainly, you know, larger in status than I am now. Status, physical status. There we go. Something like that, right? But I knew if I wanted to be free, if I want the world to be free, because what happens in here happens out here. As above, so below, as within, so without. What happens within your body happens outside of your body. So if you're freeing yourselves, you're freeing your world, honey. I knew that if I wanted to be free and I wanted the world to be free, I needed to attach to the light, the food that has the sun in it. Photosynthesis. This is, you're eating literal sunshine. You know that, right? And I always say when I explain this to people, I say, if you know that the sun can light up your house, right? Your flashlight, your light bulb. Maybe some of y'all don't know that, but you know we have a thing called solar power, right? The panels and all that good stuff. The sun can light up your house, right? Go through all your wires and light it, or however they do it. Flashlight. I have a solar powered flashlight in my house. Solar powered light bulbs. If the sun can light up all of that, what do you think it would do inside of your body? What do you think it would do inside your body? The temple of the Most High. Come on, we're putting it all together. This is metaphysical, y'all, and physical. That's the message for today. I did bring up the ridicule of the prophet. Okay. So, 2 Kings 2:23. From there, Elisha went up to Bethel. As he was walking along the road, some boys came out of the town and jeered at him, poking at him. Get out of here, Baldy. They said, get out of here, Baldy. He bald. Look at him. Right? That's what you think. That's that movie, Carrie. They're all going to laugh at you. They're going to laugh at me if I get too skinny. I don't want to look like them raw fooders. They all skinny and stuff. But they're free, baby. You have a look at just the average raw fooders. Don't they look really happy and like prosperous? I know a few of them. I'm like, dang, I need to be where y'all are. I'm attaching to that energy again. It's calling me. It's calling me. And as I go up, I'm taking you up with me now. That's why I'm here. We must attach to the light. This is bigger than diet. This is not about being cute. Though that can go with it, make you look a little better, your face shining a little bit, clear up your skin a little bit or whatever. But most importantly, what this food does as well, it puts the light into your creation center of your body, which is your core. your core, where your intestines are. That's where you're creating your reality. Many of you have no idea. You have no idea how you're creating your reality in this plane of existence. You are creating it from your core. So many of you are afraid of this, and the boys chanted and jeered at him, bald head, bald head. And you know what happened? The universe took care of it. Now, again, I'm not promoting the, violence and all that, right? All I'm saying is, stop worrying about somebody ridiculing you, not wanting you because of this or that. Please. Okay? It's not going to hurt you. Then he turned around and looked at him and called down a curse on them in the name of the Most High. Yeah. And suddenly 2 female bears, they came out of the woods and they did some things. They did what they had to do. Stop worrying about being approved of by man and by woman. Okay? So when you attach to these foods, you start your fast, You start eating those salads. I'm not saying you got to do the way I do it. Because I eat only fruits and vegetables right now. Been doing it for the past couple months. I just like, you know what? Let me just go all the way with this because I need to be free. Let's take a ride with this energy. Because I know what's programming my avatar. And I got tired of the other foods negatively programming my body and giving me negative results in my life. So I said, I'm going to attach to the light. Eat my raw kale. More salads. More of the juicy fruits and all that great stuff. Less of the starch. And get on this train. The train of the Most High. The train of prosperity. And see where it takes me. It's called trust. It's called attaching to the light. Okay? So don't be so afraid to be disapproved of by people based on your physical appearance. Because meantime, you will be getting free and they still gonna be trapped. They can have the junk in their trunk all they want to. The healthier you get, the more weight you lose. So that means it must be a correspondence then. I'm just saying. If I'm getting closer to the foods of God, the Creator's food, and it's breaking down this compacted weight in my body, and this is not a judgment about body shaming. I'm not body shaming anybody. I already told you how I grew up. I grew up on the other side of that. Okay, I had body shame on the other side, being too skinny, or as they call it. That's why this was really a test for me, because the universe was like, oh, I want to see if she's really going to attach to this information, and if that fear is going to be triggered again from when she was growing up and people were disapproving of her. Or if she thinks she's not going to get the love that she wants or whatever, because of the way she looks, the way people perceive her body. That's what I'm saying. And I'm saying y'all got it wrong. Y'all are perceiving strength and value and worth because of a physical look. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That is the problem. That's the problem with society. You are perceiving your very value and worth to the point where you won't even attach to the foods that have the light that will attach you to God, because you don't want to lose your behind. You don't want your man to leave you. Honey, if he leave you because you lose weight and you get too skinny, did you need him anyway? Maybe he was the devil that you didn't need in your life. Because if you're being yourself and you're being closer to God and he left you because of that, well. Is that really a bad thing? And this is where it says in the scriptures, thou shalt have no other gods before me. You choose. Choose who your God is going to be. This is my message to you. You choose who you're going to serve. Choose ye this day who you're going to serve. I'm telling you, this food is going to let you remember who you are. It is a program with the light of God within it. It's going to program your 3D reality, 3D avatar to remember who you are. To remember that you are the source, having the dream. That you are the cup of the ocean. That you are not just a child of God, that you are intricately connected to the source. You just need to remember how to walk around in this avatar. And these are your programs, y'all. There's a reason why there's all these other low density foods around, so it can keep you in the matrix. I'm giving you the key. Might as well just turn this into a key. Well, not like, you know what I'm saying, like a key. A key to unlock your mind. To unlock the program. So that's the message. If you want to go to the next level, you need to crucify your flesh, right? So depending on how far you go with these foods, these living foods, it will unlock who you are. It will unlock the entire system. You will begin to see, oh my goodness, that's why I have coincidences. Because I am a part of the all that is, and we are all working together at the same time and all that. This is why something can happen across the world and, oh, it reflects something I did over here or I said, and oh my goodness, I was just thinking about you and you called me. Yes, because you tapped into the all that is, and the all that is sent a signal to that part of the projection that came to you as another part of the projection. We're all part of the one unit. But in order for you to attach to this information, you need to attach to the food that had the light in it, the sun. The sun. So, we all have a physical body that corresponds to the energy on the other side. And I say physical, 3D projection that we call physical. We have a body, a dense form of energy that corresponds to the energy that we are, where we come from, right? And so it looks like what it looks like in the physical reality based on the energy that it carries. Can you imagine the energy on the other side of the sun? Can you imagine the energy on the other side of the sun? If in the physical reality you can hardly even look at it. Certain times of the day, sun gazing. Can you imagine what the energy is on the other side of the sun? I'll let you take a guess on that one. Eat the foods of the sun, children, so that we all can be children of the sun. No matter your race, your ethnicity, the more sun you have in your body, the more sane you will be and the more you will remember who you are. That is the conclusion of the thing. It's the end and it is the beginning. The Alpha and the Omega. That is it. We are sun beings. It is the energy of the Most High, and it is put in the food for us to eat. And if you continue to think that this is just lettuce, kale, that green stuff that people think is healthy, you will be missing out on a reality that is much higher than you ever imagined, and you will be trapped into thinking that you are only human. And you will be trapped into thinking and over-identifying with all the other things you identify with. Your race, your ethnicity, your gender, your religion. You are more than that. You are a grand and valuable projection of the all that is. Yeah. So much so that she would send someone and ambassadors here to remind you. I'm one of them. Not the only person who will remind you, but I'm one of them. Pay attention to the people who eat the living foods. They are going to give you the keys to the light. That is our new way of eating and relating. As you see the falling away of everything that is happening, it is going towards eating the foods of the sun so you can remember. Blessings and love to you all. Peace.